Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a post-fight show for the Ultimate Fighter 23 finale. Yeah, Jacek versus Team Delia. Delia. Yeah. Anyways, this was the Ultimate Fighter finale with the main event consisting of the champion Joanna Jacek defending her UFC strawweight title against Claudia Gadelha. And then also you had the finalists from the Ultimate Fighter Season 23 in the light heavyweight division and the women's strawweight division. So let's get started. It's a post-fight show of the main card. Let's save the main event for last because that was my favorite match. To kick off the main card in the lightweight division, we had Joaquim Silva versus Andrew Holbrook, and yeah, both durable, sturdy veterans. But I knew that Joaquim would get it done. I was not expecting 34 seconds into the fight, into the first round KO punches quick, but I was expecting him to win nonetheless. Impressive win. Can't wait to see him again. And then in the featherweight division, we had Do Hoi Choi, did I say that right? Yeah, versus Thiago Tavares. Now this one, like I said on my pre-fight show, it's the veteran versus up-and-comer, and it was tough to call. This is the only one I got wrong on my pre-fight show in the main card, and it was TKO punches, round 1 in 2 minutes 42 seconds, and yeah, this was featherweight clash of the ages, old school versus new school. Do Hoi Choi is top prospect at the featherweight division now for sure. Cub, if you're watching, watch out for this guy because he'll be cracking the top 10 in no time. Then in the lightweight division, we had Ill Will Brooks versus Ross the Real Deal Pearson. And it was Bellator champion going into the UFC versus Ultimate Fighter Season 9 winner. And Ross is a tough veteran, but yeah, I picked Will Brooks by decision on this one, and that's exactly what happened. This was pretty much a points match. There was some back and forth. Ross Pearson put up a fight. I could go all day and all night on this fight, but I'll just enough said right there. Then in the women's strawweight finale for the Ultimate Fighter Season 23, we had Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Cooper, and I knew this would turn into a grappling match because Tatiana would use her wrestling and wouldn't want to deal with the boxing, but I thought it'd be lay and pray. I was pleasantly surprised that it was a Darce choke in the first round submission win for Suarez. Only 3 minutes and 43 seconds it took. It was a nice clean finish and a good win. Definitely more entertaining than the next matchup, which was, let's get into the next matchup. In the lightweight division, or light heavyweight division, we had Andrew Sanchez versus Khalil Roundtree, and I knew Khalil Roundtree, he would be tough and durable on the feet, and then his ground game, he would, if he got taken down, he'd be in defensive mode, and he's hard to submit. And Andrew Sanchez would be going for submissions or ground and pound, whichever one, and he laid on top of him and was pounding him out when he could, and that was pretty much the whole fight was him holding him down and then pounding him out whenever he could. And then a lot of fans were booing. I don't blame them. But I mean, it's not like these fighters go in there going, yeah, we're going to make it a boring fight. It just happens sometimes, and stylistically that's the way it panned out. What can you do? No one's fault here. Andrew Sanchez, a talented fighter, going to be great at middleweight or possibly welterweight, like you said, after he won the fight. So Andrew Sanchez won by unanimous decision over Khalil Roundtree by essentially ground and pound. That's how he earned himself that unanimous decision victory. And Khalil Roundtree, I think we'll see more of him down the line. And Andrew Sanchez, yeah, watch out middleweight or welterweight division. We'll see. It'll be interesting to decide if he decides welterweight or middleweight. But yeah, Andrew Sanchez, I think he's so overall well-rounded, a skillful veteran. And then, yeah, so he's your light heavyweight winner season 23, Andrew Sanchez. Then in the main event, in the women's strawweight title fight in the UFC, we had Joanna Jędrzejczyk defending her belt against Claudia Gadelha. And this was, man, I was on the edge of my seat for this one. Claudia Gadelha got a lot of takedowns, especially in those first couple of rounds. And then starting round 3 and onwards, it was Joanna Jędrzejczyk just outstriking by an overwhelming landslide on Claudia Gadelha. And I thought starting in round 4 that Joanna would get a knockout victory because Claudia looked tired and beat and worn out. And yeah, Claudia hung in there and she was going for it still. But Joanna, being the champion she is, proud of her. She got it done. She kept pushing the pace. And she picked her shots and she was landing good combinations in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds. And yeah, the first couple rounds were her getting taken down but popping right back up, which was the main thing, is that she was able to pop up. And I kind of figured Joanna would be able to do that and she would avoid the ground game as much as possible, and she wasn't shooting for takedowns in this fight, which was a smart move. So yeah, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she won 48-46 on 2 of the judges and then 48-45 on another judge. Nice win for Joanna Jędrzejczyk and her 3rd UFC title defense as the women's strawweight champion of the world. So good job, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And that wraps up the post-fight show for Tough 23. Stay tuned for my next episode, which will be a pre-fight for UFC 200, so get ready for that one. Until then, see ya.